Hey guys, welcome back to Buzzer2Buzzer. Alright guys, so today on Monday we're kicking off our Super Bowl coverage week. Obviously Super Bowl is coming up next Sunday, so each day of this week we're going to be having a Buzzer episode talking about something related to the Super Bowl. Today we're going to get started off by talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Thursday we're also going to be having a live stream at 7 p.m. Central, so we hope to catch you guys here. Without any further ado, let's get to today's episode.
This is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't.
Today we're going to get started off by talking about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, analyzing their strengths and weaknesses. Now guys, we obviously know that they are being led by a co-quarterback, Tom Brady, against a Patrick Mahomes-led team. So let's get started off talking about what do we think is crucial for them to win this game, and what areas are we going to highlight?
I think the thing that Tom Brady can't do, and that offense in general, Tom Brady can't turn the ball over. I think it was just they got lucky at the fact that the Packers and Aaron Rodgers couldn't capitalize on those turnovers. But we know for sure that the Chiefs, there's no way that they're going to let that turnover go to waste. They're going to score probably on every single turnover that the Buccaneers get. And turnovers is a big thing. Also, I think they need to focus on the run game. Ronald Jones is a talented running back, and I feel like whenever they use him, that's usually when they win. So, just pass the ball. Don't make any stupid passes for Tom Brady, and I think that they should be good.
Yeah, I think the biggest factor that this game is going to come down to is Tampa's rushing attack. Obviously we all know Tom Brady can throw the ball, and he's been turnover prone this year. But I think in the Super Bowl he's not going to be. I think the way the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to win this game is by keeping Patrick Mahomes on the bench, keep their defense, keep them on their toes. You have to run the ball, get that play action going, and then I think they can hit their deep shots that way, and possibly win the game with that formula.
For me, it's going to have to be making sure Bruce Arians doesn't get hot-headed. We know he's a good coach, but from time to time, in stressful situations, he has a tendency to make bad decisions, calling a lot of run plays, maybe going deep too many times with the ball. Like Orion said, you got to hold time of possession against the Chiefs to win it, because they can come down the field fast within minutes and simply put points up on the board. And because of that high-strength offense, you need to keep their defense on the field longer, make sure, like Abi said, that they're running the ball more, and make sure Bruce Arians isn't put in stressful situations.
For sure, guys. I think we covered the strength. Obviously that strength being Tom Brady has a bunch of options from Mike Evans to Chris Godwin. If you can utilize that correctly, we're gonna have a ball game. But talking about the weaknesses, the Bucs defense, although it's good, like the top 10 in points per game and yards per game and holding other team, their cornerbacks are not that elite. I feel like the Chiefs, they're loaded from Travis Kelce to Tyreek Hill. I feel like the cornerbacks have to do a good enough job to make sure that Tyreek Hill does not catch fire, because if he does, we all know what that man can do. He is truly a cheetah, and he can catch any ball which is being thrown. Moreover, the pass defense, the pass rush, they got Aaron Rodgers like 4 or 5 times, sacked him down. A quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, that's a pretty notable feat. If the pass rush can keep that up and get to Pat Mahomes, we're going to have a ball game. All right, guys, so we've talked about the team as a whole, but now let's talk about if we had to choose one player, we're looking at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who needs to step up to allow the Bucs to have success. Who is that one player?
I think Tom Brady's an obvious answer, but I think another player that you really need to focus on is Ronald Jones. We're talking about the running game, and I was mentioning earlier that they really need to focus on the running game. And obviously, as their RB1, Ronald Jones really needs to step up. He's had a great season so far, and this is definitely where he needs to shine, the Super Bowl. So, Chiefs' run defense is not bad, but it's not amazing either. So he can capitalize on that. I think that can really add to their overall strengths as a team for the Buccaneers.
For me, I'm going to have to go with Antonio Brown. I think that he's a third receiver on that team. I think the Chiefs are going to do their best to lock down Mike Evans and hold Chris Godwin. I think if Antonio Brown gets going, the Chiefs put in a terrible spot. Who do you guard? You can't guard all three at the same time. And so if Antonio Brown gets going and they get him the ball, they're going to have to stop doubling Mike Evans as much, and that can open up opportunities from Tom Brady in that offense.
Speaking of guarding wide receivers, for me, it's going to be Antoine Winfield Jr. We saw in their regular season matchup that Tyreek Hill in the first quarter, he was burning that secondary. And you can't have mistakes like that. That set the tone for the rest of the game. And even though they made a comeback in the second half, it was still too little. And so Antoine Winfield, from the get-go, he has to step up and make sure Tyreek Hill doesn't have those opportunities to burn past the defense. He has to make sure that he's his primary focus and that they don't get burned early on in the game.
For me, it's going to be, we for sure have the obvious wide receivers, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, but I'm going to say the tight end, Rob Gronkowski. This whole year, he's had a couple of games in which he comes out and shines, has a up and down performance. But when he shines, the Buccaneers usually get the win. I think if Rob Gronkowski and the tight end connection between him and Tom Brady gets going, the Bucs offense can get really ignited and can probably compete against the Chiefs juggernaut as well. All right, guys, so that wraps up our coverage for the first day of this Super Bowl coverage week. As always, guys, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment down below. What do you think is the main thing which the Buccaneers have to focus on to get the win? And also comment down below your main player for the game as well. Guys, take care. Catch you guys on the next one. See you guys.